Hi there, this is Maru.
And Tatiana, hello.
We are going to continue the conversation about femininity and today especially about
Self-care.
Self-care. So, what does it mean to take care of yourself?
I think it has so many different aspects to it. First of all, for me, it's actually more taking care of your state psychology-wise. Maybe it's because that's my main focus nowadays. Because, I think everything is so much connected. Because when I think I have to feel good, I have to feel relaxed. It also ties into many topics. It's like the way I look, what I eat, what I do. Because there are some simple recipes we all know, but we don't follow. For example, having some physical activity makes you feel good already.
Yes.
Even though it sounds like such a horrible thing to do when you're cozy, you have to come in the morning, you don't want to go anywhere, you're just lazy in the moment. But after you do at least something, you already feel
accomplished.
Yeah, something is accomplished. You're confident. You're proud of yourself.
Yeah, indeed. In a way, going out of your comfort zone, and maybe that might not be applicable for everybody.
Maybe not, but I think it's one of the most universal rules. You don't have to go too harm on something.
Yes.
You don't want to injure yourself. You don't want to do anything that is not maybe discussed with your doctor if you have any issues with your health. Yeah, but being active, even just walking,
Yes.
makes you feel good because it's a very simple mechanism in your body that you get endorphins from it.
For me, the concept that really struck me for self-care was this word ikigai from Japan.
Yeah.
It's about finding your purpose in life and also, for example, we have several areas, but also earning good money, having good health, having a purpose for your life, have a deeper meaning, your family, what you eat. So it's all connected, as you are saying, and it can all be summed up in something that you wake up in the morning and makes you excited for your day. So for me, for example, now I am really into self-care in the way that I think there's no excuse actually if you really want it, then you make time for it, even if it's 5 minutes. So I'm trying this out.
Yeah, because it's a choice every day.
Yes.
And every moment in your life, you just make a choice. It's not the way you don't have time. It's just you have different priorities. So you choose to do something different instead of doing sports. Either it's meeting friends, staying at home, watching TV.
Watching TV.
Yeah, or just sitting there procrastinating and feeling bad about yourself.
Yeah, which can be a vice circle.
Yeah, and maybe everything has its time in your life, and I'm not saying that you should skip all the family and friends connection just to do sports and kind of feel better this way. No, it should be balanced. But you're the only person who knows what balance is right for you.
Yes, well, that we should know, but sometimes it's not evident as well, because some things might feel good at that moment, but it doesn't mean in the long term it's going to work out. So it's also about being conscious of knowing yourself. So
noticing stuff about yourself.
Yes.
Because at this particular moment you might feel like staying here on the sofa and watching TV is a better thing to do than going out and jogging or going to a yoga class or a dance class. But just try to observe yourself in the long term as well.
Yeah. I like this quote that says that whatever you do today, your future self will thank you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and that's what I'm, for example, I try to wake up every day between 6:30 and 7 and then do some sport. And, maybe the first day I done this, I really felt very confident and very good with my body. Then I do it regularly and then I don't notice any progress. But, it's something that accumulates and all of a sudden I notice all the progress. Yeah. And then I get no progress. But it is interesting, we discussed this morning about perseverance.
Yeah.
So if you have your goal in the long term, it's easier to be perseverant.
Yeah, persistence consistence is very important, and also I think you should just try to set also goals in the middle as well. Just because it's a nice way to reward yourself. Because when you think that, okay, I have a long-term goal and I want to reach it, and you just like try to estimate logically, okay, it will take me a year or 2 years. It's so easy and so tempting to give up like in 2 months, thinking, oh, 10 months more, I cannot survive this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just try to set middle goals. Just try to work out some kind of reward system.
Some celebration.
Yeah.
Some celebration. And for instance, also in the theme of self-care, if you are on a diet, studies reveal that if you eat something that you like, it's more likely that the person will stay in this diet.
Yeah, of course, because you still need to find enjoyment every day.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So part of it, for me at least, self-care is about pursuing fitness, like to have the best body you can have, and also eating properly. Thanks to my friend Sadie, I discovered a lot of organic food, for example. Before I would not pay so much attention to these kind of things, but now I realize the difference, and when I buy my food, I really try that it's as organic as possible, as natural as possible. I don't know the kitchen in Belarus, how is it? Is it natural or is more?
It depends. Like if you're talking about like pre-cooked meals, it's not going to be on very natural side. But there are some very good like vegetables you can buy. I don't think they're like organically farmed, but they seem to be like very natural. And
how the families eat in your country?
It's mostly home-cooked meals.
Home-cooked, yeah, in Mexico as well.
It's not only because of like traditions. It partly is because of the economical situation as well. Yeah, but mostly it's home-cooked.
Yeah, in Mexico as well, we make our own sauces, our own food, and every home has a flavor. It's not. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yes, it's good. You go, if you are invited to a house, you try the taste of the family. And I think that's part of self-care, you know. I'm not a biggest cook, you know, but I do believe that if you prepare your meal with care and you eat it with care and consciousness, that it will be better absorbed and it will be translated into more health.
I believe you need to enjoy the process. Like, if you enjoy cooking, go for it.
And maybe you don't enjoy it so much.
Yeah, maybe you need to find another recipe, a simpler one.
Yeah.
It's one that doesn't take as much time. Or just find a place where you can get ready-to-eat food. Because in the very end, like, if you're getting the same nutrition, if you're getting the same components, doesn't really mean that much that you did it yourself or somebody did it for you.
True. Or find out a partner that likes to cook.
Yeah, that's true. Nice solution.
But true, as long as you are getting those proper. And also another thing that I was thinking about, we don't know how to eat anymore as our grandparents used to know. For example, the way of preparing food, do you have now the trend going back of slow cooking? For example, my grandma used to make these amazing soups and amazing broths, and they used to use bones. And still in Mexico we have this tradition that somebody is sick, you bring soup to that person because it's very healthy, and there's this broth long cooked with bones like 2 days or something. And when I came to the Netherlands was another thing. I was looking for bones and you cannot find them as easily.
No, they just sell bouillon in a jar. Ready to use.
Yes, ready to use, and for me it's very chemical, at least compared to family and to Mexico.
It might just taste different, but if you like search for what's inside for the ingredients, you'll find that some of them are very natural, just like literally broth and salt, that's it.
Yes, the organic shops, but normally the ones in the supermarket, they do have at least 1 or 2 conservative ingredients, and I don't know, it's also this, I come from a culture where they have these Aztec Maya traditions. People used to know herbs all the herbolaria and making their own medicines. So all this knowledge that it seems to get lost, but also is coming back in a way.
Yeah, I think just like two opposite trends.
Yeah.
In a way, we kind of forgot about it because we have easier solutions.
Yes.
But in other ways, there are so many people nowadays who go back and try to research, and maybe sometime even just overthink about it.
Well, I have a friend that says, I believe that everything is in the nature.
In a way,
That
it is.
all the cures are still in the nature, all the answers.
I mean, all the chemical cures we get nowadays, with like in the labs, they're also created for some
From the
some
nature, yes.
It's not like they just in a magical way appear.
True.
So we just find new and new ways to.
But my friend meant unprocessed, more like the true, natural, virgin ingredients from nature. So I don't know.
There are some also poison ingredients in the nature, and as a definition of poison says, everything is a poison and is not a poison depending on the dose.
And on the time of the day.
Yeah.
Because I was having yesterday a conversation with a friend, also about self-care, where I'm doing belly dance. So I saw this video saying that the lower belly, this fat that gets accumulated sometimes is due to stress.
Yeah.
And it's very
So
hard
true.
to get rid of it. It's apparently the cortisol hormone or chemical that's very difficult to get rid of it. And one of the advices is to eat or drink ginger every day. So I was talking to one of my students, and she's a acupuncturist. She comes from China, so she has this ancient Chinese knowledge of medicine. And then she says, yeah, you can do it, but do it before 12 o'clock. Because if you drink every morning, it's fine, it's purifying, but after 12 o'clock is toxin.
Okay, that's interesting.
But this knowledge, and one time a doctor told me in the end, is about what feels good for you.
Yeah, that's true. Because some people wake up 1 o'clock, so they missed out all the morning.
Yeah, but still fine.
It's actually also the thing that some people use an excuse not to do sports. Like, oh, to do sports, I have to wake up 6 a.m. and do it before I go to job. No, you don't. You don't. You can do it after.
Yes.
It's like, it might be in theory better to do it in the morning, but you know, better done than perfect.
It doesn't matter when, as long as it's done. And you know,
and there are people who like doing sports in the morning because it energizes them. There are another type of people who do like to do it before they go to sleep because they feel worn out after.
And then it really earned their sleep.
So there is like no 100% rule that would be the same for everybody. You just need to figure out what feels better for you.
Yeah. For me, I really prefer the morning. And I totally recognize what you say. Some people have a lot of excuses not to do it, but I think when you really want something, there's no excuse. You find a way to make it.
Yeah,
if you really want it.
Yeah, as I said before, for me, it's just a choice. You either do it or you just enjoy the process of being creative, creating new excuses.
Creative and new excuses.
Yeah, just try not to feel bad about it. Like, whatever you do, whatever you decide tonight, I'm going out, I'm staying in, I'm doing this or that, just try to enjoy it fully. It's the best part of your day. You chose it and you have to enjoy it.
Yes, but on the other hand, the choices need to be consistent, I think. Because if you choose that you pursue fitness and health, it could be inconsistent that you postpone.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge.
Yeah, but the choice is every day.
Exactly.
So it's not like I choose to be fit for the rest of my life. No, I choose to be fit, but maybe tonight I'm going to go out and my choice is going to be to do something different. But I just need to be aware that, like, okay, I have this long-term goal.
In the majority of the time.
Yeah, and now I'm going against it because I feel like I need it, and I take my responsibility.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the other very important concept that makes you feel very good about yourself. Just to understand that the only person that decides about your life is you.
Yeah.
And you just take this responsibility, and you stop wasting time finding excuses, blaming someone, saying like, oh, it's just the wrong family I was born in, we have like different traditions that stop me from being healthy or fit, or like my friends are not like do not like to do sports, so I cannot go with them, that's why I'm staying, or whatever it is. You just understand that, okay, even if I have problems in my life, the responsible person is me.
It's me.
And it's my thing to do and my thing to choose. Do I choose to change it? Or I choose to leave it like this. And then you can realize that like nobody's pressuring you. Like there are some things that we don't control in our lives, but actually most of them we do.
I think everything, if I dare to say. I mean,
there are some natural disasters.
Of course. But even then, I was so inspired. I saw this movie Invictus about Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
And Morgan Freeman, I think he does a great job in depicting Nelson Mandela's life. But imagine this man, 27 years in jail, injustice, and he was just working as a slave. And still, he said that sometimes in the darkest moments you can find inspiration in the work of others. And he found inspiration in a poem called Invictus, which is a Victorian poem. And the poem is very beautifully written, but the message is like you are the master of your life.
Yeah.
And you can control the destiny of your soul.
That's true.
And it was so inspiring for me because you have either you can be a victim or you can be a master of your life. And you can have any situation or any challenge, but still, what you say, you're in control. Yeah. And that's very liberating, but also, can imagine, stressful in a way.
Not really. Like, it might appear as a stressful idea, just for somebody who never thought about it, just to realize, okay, my life, the way it is, everything I have is a result of my choices.
Yes.
So it might just like press too much, might give you too much stress, but if you think about it more, you realize, okay, that it means that I'm the one choosing, and I can do different choices and get different results.
Yeah.
Because when you're a victim, you don't choose anything. Like whatever you have,
reactive.
Just put up with it.
Good or bad is,
Yeah.
Indeed.
And sometimes we choose to be a victim. It's one of the choices.
But is it the right choice? I don't think so.
Yeah, everybody has to answer for himself.
Yeah. Yes, but being a victim never makes you be in control. Because there's a mindset, and there's also self-care, that you take care of your mindset.
Yeah.
That's, for example, the reason I don't watch television anymore. I decided almost 3 years ago, I'm not going to be at that side of the table, the active side of the table. It's a personal choice, and it's a compromise that I have for myself, and so far, I don't regret it at all.
Okay.
I feel so much enriched, I feel so more energy, I really highly recommend it. I choose what I feed my mind with. And I'm not saying everybody should do that, I'm just saying it works for me.
Yeah.
And I feel that I'm more myself thanks to that.
I guess I don't have a TV for more than 10 years already.
Wow.
But it wasn't like a choice that I made one day. I just moved out of my parents, and I was renting a room. I just didn't have it. And when I was moving from place to place, apparently I stopped needing it. Like it wasn't like that big a thing in my life, apparently.
Great.
Yeah, but I can tell like I anyway get lots of kind of fast food content on internet. So
you mean YouTube?
I'm in YouTube.
But it's something you choose.
Yeah, it is.
And then if you don't like it, you just skip it.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, you should be able to do it with TV. We're just too lazy to do stuff.
But it's not the same, I think. I've seen people just consuming whatever it comes, like and changing channel, and then just consuming. At least in YouTube, you look actively for something you want to know. Or not?
Depends how much you consume actually. Because
Okay.
sometimes I just like something to play in the background.
Okay.
I guess I'm very similar to my mom in this sense. She is not such an active internet user. So when I'm at her, usually TV is in the
In
background.
the background. Yeah.
So sometimes when I'm alone at home, when I'm doing something like when I'm washing dishes or doing some other simple stuff, I just put the video on.
Just to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that in one way it gives company. It is.
It's not like this idea of having a company, just like I think nowadays we're so used to getting information all the time.
Okay.
So that, you either like put on a YouTube video, or I listen to a podcast, or I listen to an audiobook.
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I drive, I like to have audiobooks. But when I'm cooking, for example, I like to play music and imagine dances.
Yeah, nice.
And sometimes you find me dancing, cutting the vegetables, and sometimes I enjoy myself. I have the tendency.
But you told me you don't enjoy cooking.
I enjoy cooking thanks to the dancing. Because when I'm cooking, I'm dancing.
Yeah. So just find your way to enjoy it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's what I do, and it works for me. But I think, and that's something talking to you, I realize more and more. I'm very inwards, so I think I discovered. I find the answers inside myself, and I think that was when my aunt told me that sometimes people look for the answers everywhere, but in the end, the answers are inside yourself, and that comes back to knowing yourself, taking care of yourself, believing in yourself. I think that's also a very important aspect of self-care.
Yeah.
Don't allow anybody to tell you what you can do or cannot do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are some different aspects of taking care of yourself, like not that deep psychological, but some simpler things like taking care of the place you're in, taking care of the way you look, taking care of your clothes, taking care of society you're in. We might talk about it later.
Yes.
Yeah, but everything starts with the mindset anyway. So I think that's the main point we want to make about it.
What would be the 3 main tips you would give for self-care?
Choose to care about yourself. That's the only one.
The only one.
Choose it.
Yeah, very good. For me, it would be first of all, believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and drink a lot of water.
Yeah, that's a good one.